What's up, guys? It's Barrett. Today we're going to learn chop suey. Let's get into it. Starts out with a choke. So how do you choke? You play bass and crash together, you play the note, then you hold it. Or choke it. The next thing is the tom groove. The thing about tom grooves is, as long as you have the rhythm correctly and you get sort of the pitch of the contour, meaning the high to the low correct. Obviously, it starts out with the high tom and goes down to the four tom. The way I like to play it is play high tom and four tom together first for like a starting note, and then you just do the rhythm from there. Don't digga digga da don't da digga don't digga digga da don't da digga don't. So it sounds something like this. Then you do a build. So build means you start lower to the drum with the bass and toms, and you gradually get higher away. But it's a short build, and you end it with a flam on the snare. So then you go straight into the first main groove, which the hands would do this. All right, and the foot kind of copies that same rhythm. I like to call this the echo groove because you're going 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. So he does something like this. Boom, boom, pop. And then da. What's funny is it's actually a lot easier than a lot of people think. All you're really doing is this blast beat style where you're playing cymbal and bass drum together and then snare. So whether it's crash or hi-hat, that's how the verses work essentially. So the first time before it goes into the verse, he does it on the crash. So it's like anything else. You get that idea slower and you gradually can speed it up to the tempo it's supposed to be. So slower, it'd just be... That's all it is. Wake up, grab and push and pull a little makeup. I just scratch your finger with a shake up. All right, that's all it is. Just nice open hi-hat with the bass, and snare alternates. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 in, right? Then it goes into a normal beat. So do cat, do cat, do cat, do cat, do cat, do cat. Then flat, just a flam fill. Bass, snare, high, mid, floor, into the ride cymbal. All right. So once you get to the ride cymbal, you got this halftime type groove. Booka. Chaka tick boom boom, chaka tick boom boom, chaka boom, chaka boom, and that's it. Then back to the main groove. Then that whole cycle of grooves repeats itself, right? So you get this groove again, you get this groove again. Then go back to the verse and do the whole verse thing again. The beautiful thing about music is, once you've learned one verse as a drummer, you know all the verses. So it goes back to this beat. Fill again. Back into the halftime thing again. All right. Self-righteous suicide. I cry. Angels deserve to die. So then the bridge goes into that. So the drummer goes, do cat, do cat, do cat, do cat. It's a punk beat, you know? It's a punk beat. So a punk beat is a beat that has a lot of energy, that's really simplistic. It's just sped up. So if I take that same punk beat I just played, but play it slower, I get... That's why it's so important as a drummer to know how to play this pattern while you do lots of stuff on the bass. So I like to refer to this as a double on the bass, right? Where you play 1 with the hand but 2 with the foot. So you just alternate that. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And you gradually get that sped up. Now you're talking to a guy that loves playing punk on drums, so I've grew up playing that kind of stuff. It's fun, you know. Once you get the pocket of it, it really starts to flow at that point. Then mother, 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 Father, to your hands I commit my spirit. To your hands, why have you forsaken me? In your heart forsaken me. In your heart forsaken me. So if we go over that part, it's like, dude, cat dude, dude, cat dude, cat dude, cat dude, cat dude, cat dude. John does this a lot. It's this sort of dude, cat dude, cat. And it goes back into the halftime breakdown ride thing, right? So eventually, do cat do cat do cat do cat do cat. You just got to hear it as a melody, you know. Drumming is all about getting it to where you can feel these patterns and hear them, and make it to where your physical body can play it and be comfortable with it, right? And then hit. And that's it. That's Chop Suey. So thanks for hanging out with me today, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good one.